Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the weekend venture. Welcome back to Sunday. So, me being very absent-minded today, forgot to plan any adventures for today. Great stuff, Dean. And in saying that, family are coming over for a braai now that I haven't really seen in such a long time, so gonna spend time with them, and that is why I'm not going on any adventures today. But I'm going to do something that I think is really cool and I think that you guys would like to see, which is my setup video and all the equipment that I use to make these videos. Now obviously I'm using this camera at the moment, so I don't know how I'm going to show this. I got a mirror over there so I can show you in the mirror what's cracking with this camera. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's get into the setup video then. What is that? First things first, I'm gonna use this tripod to set up the shots, but this tripod is a Takara Japan TV7000 LXS tripod, and it's some Japanese tripod that was only 400 Rand, so that is really cheap for a tripod, and it's actually really strong for the price as well. So I would actually highly recommend this tripod for the price. So I'm gonna set this camera up on there now and we will carry on with the video. Okay, so just thinking about it now, I'm going to start off by showing you exactly what camera I'm using. I'm using a Canon 70D, it's a really great camera, and I'm using a Sigma 18-35 1.8 art lens, and this is probably the best lens I've ever used. It's a great all-rounder. The only thing is it is only designed for crop frame cameras, so if you want to upgrade to a full frame one day, then you're going to have to buy a new lens. Great for video, you get the wide angle with the 35mm as well to get nice close-ups for portraits. With the low aperture is just perfect for video, and the autofocus is also really quite good. That is my Sigma 18-35 art lens, and then the Canon 70D body, which I'm using to record this right now. And then the microphone that I have on top of here is the Rode VideoMic Go. Really good quality for the price. Just struggles in wind a bit. Like I said, you need to get one of those dead cat things, or yeah, the fluffy things that go on the mics. Other than that, really great mic. Really suggested for the price. Okay, putting my camera on the tripod now so that we can get into the rest of the video. This is how the tripod looks with the camera on it. And this is my YouTube setup as well. Open that. Oh, the great thing about the 70D as well is that it's got a flip screen, so you can see yourself when you're recording it. That is why it is Casey Neistat's choice of camera, although he's upgraded to the 80D now, which is very similar, but he used the 70D for a very long time, so it is a great camera. He's probably one of the main reasons why I decided to get a 70D. And then moving on to what I was just recording with right now. This is a GoPro Hero 3 Plus Silver Edition. I got this like 2 years ago already, so it is quite old. It's got a lot of battle scars on it, but that is what GoPros are for. It's meant to be in the wars, in the action, and it has been a great reliable camera. Also again, just really handy tool for filmmakers to get a different perspective on shots. So what I like to pair my GoPro with is the Joby Gorilla Pod. Initially I used this for my DSLR, but it is not the DSLR zoom version, it's the cheaper one. So with my camera being so heavy and the lens being so heavy, it's definitely not strong enough to hold up my camera, and it just bends like every time you put something on it, which isn't great for holding a camera up. But it does the job for a GoPro because they're nice and light. This is just the normal GoPro case that's on top of here. And yeah, that is what I use for my GoPro. Why do I look so bright? Because I'm so clever. There we go, that looks a bit better. Okay, and then I have another really cheap tripod. A Vanguard Mark III. I don't even know where this comes from, but I just use this as an extra tripod. Like, this is plastic and you can see it's so broken that I've used like string and rope to keep it together. But it's nice just to have another tripod for a different angle on shooting things. So if I'm using my one tripod for one camera and then I want to use another tripod for something else, then I'll use this cheapo. But yeah, this tripod does the job, and off it goes. Just woke my cat up. Moving on to my camera bag, which is a Voyager, what is it? Voyager Professional. It's really not that professional, also quite a cheap bag. Again, it does the job, and that is all that counts. It keeps my camera stuff safe and organized. As you can see inside, if I can find the zip, it's got all the different compartments that you can put your stuff in. Pockets over here, waterproof zip pockets, pockets in the front, pockets for everything. So yeah, it's a good camera bag. does the job. Nice and orange and bright so you can see your stuff. Cool. Moving on. It's all good, just the cover for my lens, but it's okay. GoPro floaty, because you obviously need that for when you're in the water so you don't lose your GoPro. That is quite an essential accessory of the GoPro. Moving on, we have a glow stick and a torch, because you never know when you want to do some cool long exposures, or you're on the mountain and you need a torch. I've done that before. I forgot my torch and I had to climb down Lion's Head without a torch by moonlight. Luckily I didn't die. Next up is a selfie stick. I actually stole this from my sister, not gonna lie. It's nice because it's really long and it's longer than a normal GoPro pole, and it has the tripod mount at the end, as you can see right there. So you can stick the GoPro on here or even just your phone. I have a cell phone mount as well that obviously came with the selfie stick, so it's nice for time lapses on your phone when you're using your main camera again. Just does a good job once again, that's why I have it. And then went over this little guy, which is great for phone holding and time lapses on your phone, because iPhone time lapse is actually really good nowadays. Got camera strap that has never been on my camera. I don't think I've used it like twice. I don't know, it just gets in the way of me vlogging really when I have to hold my camera out, and it's just easier to just carry it like with my hands. I don't know, straps. I need to find a nice strap and then I'll use straps again. And yeah, we have a long arm GoPro pole. This is like a proper one that actually is designed for GoPro. It's not the actual GoPro one that GoPro actually sell, but as you can see, it is a lot shorter than the selfie stick. But like I said, it is waterproof and it is a lot more trustworthy than the selfie stick. So I use this GoPro for water sport stuff and water stuff, and you're a wizard, Harry. Okay, moving on to a bit more of an expensive accessory. This is the Canon Speedlight 430 EX Mark II, and this put me back like 4 or 5 grand I think a few months ago. But I do use it for my photography jobs whenever I do event photography like 21st or dances or pre-drinks for dances or portrait shoots or whatever kind of stuff like that, night photography. So I will use this flash. It is a really good flash, probably one of the best that Canon make for the price. It's very affordable and very good quality for the price, and it comes with a cool bag. And then inside of my camera bag I always carry a Swiss Army knife, because you never know when you're going to need to make a swing in the middle of a mountain and the rope doesn't go through the wood. Then you just got to pull out your Swiss Army knife. You got to pull out your Swiss Army knife. You got to pull out your Swiss Army knife, cut the rope so it fits through the hole, and then you're good to go. And also it is a great defense mechanism if somebody wants to come rob you, and you can just use a bottle opener against them. I mean, like, what if they have a bottle that they want to open? But yeah, Swiss Army knife, really good. And then just some lighting equipment that I use, well, not lighting equipment for photos, but lighting equipment for hiking and stuff. I have this Energizer headlight, just a headlight, goes on your head so you can see what you're doing when you're hiking. And then lastly, I just have this big bag of tricks, which is just filled with different like GoPro accessories. I made this little foam backboard thing for my GoPro before I actually got the proper GoPro one. I would suggest getting the proper GoPro floaty case thing, because it does do a better job than taping a black piece of foam to the back of your GoPro and taking the risk of losing your GoPro. So I recommend buying the proper GoPro floaty. GoPro floaty. I cannot talk today. Just some more back doors that you get with the GoPro floaty. Some more GoPro mounts that I actually have never used. Need to do more cool GoPro stuff. More GoPro mounts, more GoPro stuff, and a lens cleaner, because you always need to clean your lens when you're taking cool videos in sand dunes and your lens gets filled with sand. So yeah, that is all the equipment that I use. Oh, I have a Samsung laptop that is plugged in the wall right now, which busy exporting a video, so I'm not going to unplug that. Also, I have a WD Elements 2 terabyte hard drive, which I use to store all my photos and videos on. And then I just have an old Samsung laptop where I do all my editing on. I'm really looking to upgrade very soon, so I'm saving up all my money to try and buy a laptop with a faster processor, because it's really frustrating editing videos on a processor which is an Intel i3 and it just takes forever. And then also I have an iPhone 6 which I shoot some of my stuff on, time lapses and vlogs in awkward situations where I don't want to hold out my big camera, and yeah, that is everything I use. I edit all my photos on Adobe Lightroom on my laptop, and if I have to do mobile editing, there's also Lightroom on your iPhone, which I don't think many people know about, which it's probably the best photo editing app on your mobile, so definitely check that out. So that is my whole setup. That is all the equipment I use to get the shots that I do. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what your equipment is down in the description, in the comments below. I literally can't even talk today, but it's chilled. If you guys like this video, please leave a like. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. There's going to be an adventure in the next video, I promise you. Okay, cheers, bye.